All right, this is our first annual bracketology, Coach. Coach Sean Jones of the South Green Rebels is going to do it for us. Coach, I'm going to have you pick some games for us. Tell us why you think who's going to win and why. This is the 3A Quadrant 1. Let's start off with game 1. 8-2 Elizabethton versus number 8 Johnson County. Elizabethton lost their first 2 games of the year to Daniel Boone and Science Hill. Who do you like in this one, Coach?
I like Elizabethton. You know, it's hard to see in 3A. I don't know if it's ever happened since we've done this the last 4 years in 3A to get a 4-win team in. So it's pretty impressive they got in. But Elizabethton's just going to have too much for Johnson County. Johnson County had, you know, they were up and down all year. We scrimmaged them in the spring, or excuse me, early in the fall. And, you know, we knew they had the ability to win some games. But losing 3 in a row at the end is not going to be good. And Elizabethton's on the road, so we're going to pick Elizabethton to win that game. Which, you know, they're a tough team to beat. Coach Witt, does a great job up there, and I think Elizabeth will win that first game.
Great. Now let's move down the bracket to our 2 seed, Sullivan North, whose only loss is to Elizabethton up top, 23-21. The last game they had of the year is they beat Unicoi 48-12, and they got Unicoi here in the playoffs. Who do you like in this matchup?
Well, I guess Saturday when Unicoi woke up, they were happy to get in the playoffs, and about a second later they saw that it wasn't too bad for Southern North. Unicoi, we played early in the year, and they've got a great year at 5-5. They've had a couple of lean years the last few years. We played Southern North last year in the first round, and they're the real deal. They had everybody back, so we'll pick Southern North for this win right here.
Sure. Okay, we're chalk right now, but those seem like pretty safe picks.
Well, right here's what gets interesting.
This is where it gets fun, and we got our, Chucky Doak had a nice year at 6-4. Has an explosive player in Malone, as you found out this week, right? And in Gatlinburg-Pittman has had a fine year. They have some nice wins on their schedule here. They finished their season with wins versus Carter and Pigeon Forge, and they have wins against Unicoi and Gibbs, and they beat Gibbs 42-7. That's a nice win for that club. Chucky Doak has their hands full, it looks like to me. What do you think about the game?
Well, one thing about Chucky Doak, they will make a little bit of history if they was to win this game. Of course, it's been at Gatlinburg. We all used to be in the same conference. Years ago, we were the first team to beat Gatlinburg at Gatlinburg in the conference from Greene County. I think maybe Happy Valley had done it. So it's a big task playing at Gatlinburg. They're a huge favorite there. They're very well coached. Coach Hammonds has done a great job for many, many years. I like Chucky Doak and Malone. Malone's just he's a stud. You saw what he done to us the other night. The thing about Chucky Doak, if you can stop Malone, then you're going to have a good chance to win that ball game. You know, last year they had Julius. This year they just have Malone. But everything at Gatlinburg is just hard to pick against them in the tough conference that they have. So with this one right here, we'll go with the higher seed there also with Gatlinburg-Pittman there in that game too.
Okay.
Sorry, Chucky Doak, you've had a great year, but it is the first round at Gatlinburg-Pittman.
Well, that's why we got Sean Jones doing it. He's not afraid to pick these games. And you know, me running the website, I might have to pick all the Greene County teams. So let's slide on down to a rematch of an earlier game this year. Cumberland Gap versus West Greene. You know, I just did that senior day thing with the West Greene kids, and that was one game they marked that they thought they could have won this year, was that Cumberland Gap game. They're hungry for this one, and they're on a nice little roll. What do you think about this game?
I'm really impressed at the end of the year in West Greene. Coach Case has done a great job. Something I couldn't do with my young team. I couldn't get them going. We won 1 game. He got 4 of the last 5 wins with this very young bunch, and really impressive at the end of the year. Before they got on that streak, they played Cumberland Gap, and I listened to Coach Case talk a little bit. It was a very close game. I know Cumberland Gap at the end of the year was up and down. You know, they lost big to Greenville, and then they got upset, what I think, to Claiborne watching on film. So this is going to be my upset right here. I'm going to pick West Greene. Although they're playing at Cumberland Gap, which is a hard place to play, I think Coach Case will have his young team ready. So I'm going to actually pick West Greene, not just because they're from Greene County. I just really believe, you know, after playing them late in the year, they're on a roll here. So this is going to be the first upset we have is West Greene right here. Going to Cumberland Gap and winning this ball game.
Like it. I'm going to let you take it from here, Coach.
Well, up at the top, this will turn out to be, I think we played Elizabeth. This is their high seed. GP is always tough. Like I say, they used to be in our conference. But being Elizabeth and they're I guess you say tournament tested or playoff tested, we'll go with Elizabeth up here and in this ball game. West Greene and Sullivan North, it's a big challenge to go to Sullivan North and win. Like I said last year, going up there and playing. And then West Greene's going to come off the high, beating Cumberland Gap, and then come back down to earth when they go to Sullivan North. Sullivan North will win that one right there. being at Southern North. And that leaves the finals of this quad right here. I think this makes it, the winner of this game will go to the state semis, if I'm not mistaken, how the brackets work out. If you went through this quad, you're in the semis. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be Elizabeth with them being the higher seed, and both of these teams being in the same conference, so we know the higher seed will get the home draw. But it was 23-21, I think, the first time around. I think this is where I'm going to, Southern North made it last year to the next round and got beat, I think, by Austin East. So I'm going this year, I'm going to pick another upset here, put Southern North, beating Elizabeth and get them just a little bit of revenge right there. They do a great job at Southern North. So out of this quad one, I think Southern North will come out of it. Won't be surprised if Elizabeth, but I really believe it'll be one of those two teams with it being a close game there at the end. I'm going to say not 23-21. I'm going to say it's going to be 14-13 is going to be the final in that game. Southern North win.
Great. Coach, I appreciate you doing our first annual bracketology. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.